If you've watched Box to Box, then you know we always debate who the best players in the world are, and we never, ever agree.
You do not want to put Saka in that
we will-
conversation.
Saka is way better than Cole Palmer. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my God, what?
he said it.
Unpopular opinion, I got Georgia second in this group.
Unpopular opinion, you're freaking dense.
And that is why we have scoured through every league in the world to determine who the top 3 players in each position are.
Millie, tell them how we did that.
Well, the boys and I were given a list of players that we had to rank from first to dead last. We compiled our list and determined who the top 3 in each position was. So if me, Pala, and Firms rank a player like Trent as number 1, but Varvar ranks him as number 9, his average is 3rd spot. But if all 4 of us give a player like Carvajal a number 2 ranking, then his average of 2 is higher than Trent's 3.
So Millie, what you're basically saying is Varvar's bias could sell all of us.
Unfortunately, Pala, that is true. But boys, there are some crazy rankings on this list. Are we ready?
Sounds good, Millie, but first, we have something to announce. We're up for 2 awards at the Football Content Awards, and we don't ask you guys for much, but we are gonna ask you guys if you guys could possibly go on their website. We're gonna show right now a video on how to do it and go and vote for us. We're up for 2 awards. It's Best in Social and Best in Video. So if you guys could go out and vote for us, it would actually mean a lot.
Link is in the description.
All right, boys, let's head to the first position, and it is central attacking midfielder. The number 3 position is occupied by 2 players, boys. It is Cole Palmer and Jamal Musiala.
The number 3 position?
Damn.
They were both tied at 4.25 average.
This is
How
like
Tied to the dot?
To the dot, to the
how is
decimal.
Musiala compared to Palmer? right
Exactly. Why is Musiala compared to Palmer? I'll tell you why. Because you guys made this voting after he scored 4 goals. But if it was prior to that, Musiala would not be in this. Musiala and Palmer
now?
wouldn't be
What was
compared.
Musiala's lowest ranking, Millie?
I'll tell you right now, it's more polarizing for Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, the lowest ranking was 6th place.
6th? And
By-
that, why are you freaking out like that? That was you.
No, by yours truly. That's me.
There you go.
6?
Unfortunately, I just have him at 6, but
There you go.
Musiala was very, very even. Lowest ranking was 5 by Varvar. 4, 4, and 4 by us.
Put Musiala 5?
Who put Palmer
Musiala
6?
5?
Palmer 6 is crazier.
I don't think that's crazy.
Musiala 5?
I mean, look, if we're talking about talent, Musiala is a very talented player, but Cole Palmer has the stats to back it, and he's playing in a shittier team. You gotta...
I agree.
That helps him.
But Musiala on the international stage, unfortunately, has proven it a bit more than
But Cole
Palmer.
Palmer club stage has proven more than Musiala.
In what
Palmer-
season?
Well, more Champions League appearances for Musiala.
Brother, Palmer
That
plays
he's
at
been-
Palmer is
Chelsea.
playing with 10 scrubs. He made 10 scrubs look useful.
Scrubs. The team's worth like half a
billion
billion
And then
dollars.
before he showed up, everyone was saying Chelsea's the worst team to ever exist in all of humanity.
And one performance is going to change your
No,
whole...
it's not one performance.
Yes, it is.
Bro,
Well,
it's
no,
one
he's
fantastic
He had the
performance.
most goals and assists in the Prem.
He's 5. He's like 5 or 4 on a regular day. But because of that 4-goal performance, that's why you're
My
putting him into
God.
that top 3 conversation.
And who is
Brother.
right below? Who is right below them?
2 players tied. It was Wirtz and Bernardo Silva at 4.75 average.
Whoa.
Tied?
For 4?
Tied for the 4th spot, yes.
Oh.
That's a little egregious, I
That's a
can't
little
lie.
bit- Yeah, that is a little bit.
Like
no,
Bernardo
for the
Silva,
fifth spot.
give Bernardo Silva the flowers, but Wirtz, he has been better in the past
Wirtz,
couple of years, maybe.
you take last season into account, he's up there. But unfortunately, it wasn't enough, boys. In the number 2 spot, it is Jude Bellingham. Which is normal. I don't think
Did anyone have Jude Bellingham 1?
I don't think
No
so.
one had him 1.
Everyone had him 2.
We all had him?
Well, I had him 3.
You had him 3. Who?
I had him 3.
Who'd you have 2?
2, but not chill.
Oh,
That's
so you're the guy who moved
insanity.
the...
But not chill.
You moved the
Move the needle
a little bit.
Move the needle a little bit.
This is what we were saying, where one person's bias or doppelganger can affect everyone else.
But Bellingham, Jude Bellingham, last season, first half of the season, he would have been arguably number 1. But after that, it's evident that form fell off. And this season, it's not been like all-star Jude
What did
Bellingham. He's been
Bernardo
very,
Silva
very
do
good.
last season?
Bernardo Silva was
Foden was by far the best player.
Bernardo
on that
Silva is
team.
still class. He starts in every single team in the world.
And Bellingham doesn't? Bellingham does too.
Number 1 is Kevin De Bruyne.
I thought I was being crazy by putting KDB
I thought I was being crazy too.
The average was 1.
that's
Everyone put him first.
Listen,
Why is that crazy?
His form is temporary.
Class is permanent.
I was debating Bellingham. I was really seriously debating Bellingham
too.
over KDB.
Is it because of the injuries that KDB has had?
No, I think it's because
brings it down, but it's not a crazy amount of injuries. By the way, we are taking injuries into account here, so let's
Not
make this
necessarily.
clear to
Depends.
everyone.
Depends. It really depends the severity of
like
that
if a
injury.
guy, if I think the rest of his career is going to be riddled with injuries, unfortunately that affects his ranking.
Knocks down a couple points.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
but also I think KDB. We just have to like. Sometimes we sit back and observe, and KDB is just eternally a classic.
The next position is left back, and this one was a little contentious, fellas. But the number 3rd spot is Fonzie. Alphonso Davies at the number 3 spot.
This is crazy.
What's his lowest ranking on this list?
his
Sorry.
average was a 2.5. Lowest was 3. 3 of us had him at 3rd place. You had him 1st.
I thought I put him at 4.
But let's be realistic.
three.
Alphonso Davies, he's had injuries and he's been set back a little
He's
bit.
the best left back in the world.
He is not, brother.
the best left back in the world.
2024.
No, firms. This season, company's been
He's
been
back.
feeding him.
Alphonso
He's back.
Davies
Also-
is back.
Disclaimer alert: Luke Shaw is not involved. For some reason, we're not including it because of injuries, but other injury-prone players are allowed on this list.
my Honda.
How many appearances does he have in two seasons?
So when we get to future players, we're gonna bring it up, okay?
But there's a difference when a player's been at the club for 10 years and has less, like a
I
bit
will
more
bring
than
it up
half
later.
actual
I will bring it up
appearances.
later.
Varver,
But-
where are you putting Luke Shaw?
Number
Just
three.
number 3.
Yeah.
Number three. I said
Google
this.
it.
It'll be number three.
Number 3.
This
There's a left back here that made the Champions League final 2 years ago, but Luke Shaw's better than him. No
Yeah.
problem.
Anyways,
Luke Shaw was in the Euros final.
Yeah, and lost. Got dunked
Okay,
on.
sure. DiMarco and lost. Got dunked on.
Actually made it to a final before Luke Shaw.
It's a lot of sexual tension here, guys.
God damn.
I don't know what it is, but boys, I think Alphonso Davies at the 3 position is very fair.
No, we're not done talking about the best left back in the world. He
not
can
the
play.
best left
He
back.
can play left back, left wing back,
Winger. What?
left mid. What do you mean?
He can play left back.
Okay.
Who would
I
have
don't know.
thought?
Listing positions,
left
like-
mid. He can play striker. He plays right wing sometimes for Canada.
So what? Just because he's
This brother
versatile,
is
he just
so
We're not
good.
gonna
He's the
act.
best.
We're not gonna
He's
act like
just
he was.
good.
He dropped a stinker at Copa America, and we're Canadian, so.
Bro,
I
Varver,
don't think he dropped a stinker.
He dropped
He
a
wasn't that
stinker.
great.
He was
Varver,
good for the first game.
you have to
maybe.
understand, we are rating the best left backs. We don't care if you could play striker.
Yeah.
What does it matter to
So
our...
one of
Good
these
point.
left backs that's gonna be in the top 2 places. We're gonna see if he dropped a stinker at the Euros. Keep going.
And in the 2nd spot with an average of 2 is Josko Gvardiol.
So stinker at the Euros.
That's my number
Factos.
1 right there.
Think at the Euros, he
Factos.
was Croatia's best player.
Yeah.
Don't know
And
what
he
you're
means
talking
air.
about.
Means
he was-
air.
It means
does not
air.
mean
I got out in the group stage.
Yeah, but left back playing
against
striker
Italy,
because that was all
Spain,
they
and
had.
Albania.
Italy's ass. Albania's ass. Spain was good.
But you're acting like Croatia is this
Look,
magnificent... Bro,
Guardiola is
20 years old.
decent, but for
Varver,
me,
you
better
need to
than
pipe
Alphonso
down.
Davies is absolute insanity.
You need to pipe down, bro.
Absolute insanity.
Vardiol, let's talk with the people that are rational. I'm not even looking at Varver anymore. Vardiol was nasty at the Euros.
Varver's
but
very
not
scary.
as a left back. As like a low-key like
Left
cam.
hand
center.
striker,
His
yeah.
brother was in the box.
The guy
but-
was facilitating for Croatia because no one else could. Because he has that ability. Imagine putting that much pressure and responsibility on a 20-year-old.
The fact that he could ball play like he does,
Yeah.
like
No,
it's
he's exceptional.
He's the perfect center back, perfect left back. This guy,
and a
he's top
cornerstone
3.
for City already somehow.
For sure.
But are we ranking left backs or center backs?
Left backs.
Left backs.
So it's left back, Alphonso Davies is significantly better left back
But
than
Alphonso
Guardiola.
Davies is a striker, no? According to you,
Bro,
left wing.
Alphonso Davies is gonna be at Real Madrid in a year's time, and then a year's time
You-
from now,
so-
you're gonna be saying, "Oh my God, Alphonso Davies is the best left back in the world." I've been telling you this.
Yeah, but
And Guardiola wouldn't be at Real
yeah,
Madrid.
we'll see. Who's number 1?
Vardiol's at a team. just at
Guardiola
the same
would be.
level.
Yeah, exactly.
The number 1 with an average of 1.75 is Theo Hernandez.
I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
Vardiol is so much better than Theo.
Firms is
There's
the
no
only
reason.
brother. You're the only brother that put him at the number 1 spot.
Of course.
I had him number 2. He's
Yeah.
a very, very good left back.
We had him at number 2 as well.
Millie,
Yeah.
did you see the stat? He passed Paolo Maldini in goals for Milan.
And Barella passed Totti for
Maldini,
Italy.
bro.
Why does it matter, brother?
Oh my God, Rashford passed Rio Ferdinand in goals for
Okay, but
Manchester United.
so stupid.
Firms.
That's
You're
so
talking about
stupid.
an era of football in Italy where defenders were not goal
did not leave
scorers.
their box.
But
Yes.
the fact that a left back could go up
He's not a
and
left
score.
back.
He is a
Bro,
left back.
you guys play a 3-back basically. and
Kimmich
Theo
does.
just overlap.
Beckenbauer
don't.
in goals.
Yes! Greatest of all time.
Kimmich better than Beckenbauer.
I mean, Barella passed Totti in goals for Italy.
So-
I think he's the greatest Italian player of all time now.
So a defender who has 15 goals and assists every year,
doesn't defend.
who's good at defending, and who's been the best player at Milan, He's definitely number
Alfonso
one.
Davies harassment.
Alfonso
Theo
Davies has not
Hernandez
been as good as
raised.
Theo Hernandez. I don't give a shit.
It's because he plays in Serie A. But
No, because Alfonso
once
Davies
again,
did not do
I
it in
have to
Champions League.
throw another disclaimer. You will see a lot of Serie A bias in this video. All three of them
a lot
think
of
that
Serie-
Serie
a
A
lot of
is
Serie
a
A
top league.
bias.
Brother, international football for France, Theo Hernandez was better than Alfonso Davies for Canada.
Seems like left back, we have a lot of differing opinions, boys. But the next position up, we're going in between the posts. It is goalkeeper. And at the third spot, with an average of 4.25, is Emi Martinez.
Bro,
Fair shout,
Deserved.
but
Deserved.
it's a
not
little.
deserved. Not
I don't know.
I had him
24.
third.
The lowest,
Personally, I had him third.
ranking, Pala at 6.
That's low.
I don't
where
think
he's
there's
at.
5 goalkeepers that are about better.
How old is Emi Martinez?
Really doesn't matter.
It's not about age.
It does
That's
matter.
very young for a
Goalies
goalkeeper.
get better with age.
31.
Very young for a goalkeeper.
He's 31. I thought he was older.
No.
But I'm surprised he's still at Aston Villa, to be honest. Because he is a good goalkeeper. He could
Aston
play.
Villa is a Champions League club. Respect Aston Villa.
Bro, come on. You just won a World Cup.
I have them projected fourth to be in the Champions
That's
League.
because you're
And I have
crazy.
him
And you
third
will
in the-
get
I have
proven
him
wrong.
third in the Premier League.
That's
Ollie
crazy
Watkins is my top
Brothers.
scorer in the Premier League.
It's crazy.
There were 2 goalkeepers that were close to him, Mike Magnan and Ederson, at a 4.75 average.
Magnan ended
We almost
higher than
made it.
Ederson.
They were both
Respect
tied at
Magnan.
4.75.
That's crazy.
Respect.
Bro, I
crazy.
cannot believe Emi Martinez got a higher rating than Magnan.
Bro, he's significantly
Ederson.
better than Magnan.
Bro,
No,
you
he's
do
not.
not
Don't-
know how good Magnan is, bro.
Bro, only
Leave
thing is
me
injury.
alone.
What are you gonna bring up? Now you don't want to discuss international. Now it's let's talk about club football.
Bro, why
but
can't we
no,
just-
no
yeah,
discussing
why can't we-
international.
what
Where
are you
Emi
saying?
Martinez is the best goalie in the world.
Brother, that's crazy. Brother, Emi Martinez, you only put him in top 3, brother.
I put him third.
Put him third, 'cause he
the
is the
top
top
2
3.
are clear, but he's the best of the rest.
Top
for sure.
3, brother. That's crazy, brother. Off the rails already. God damn, we're on the 3rd position, boys. That's crazy work.
Bro, how the do you not rate Mike Magnan, bro?
I put him.
Where did you put him?
Mike Magnan. So I'm losing him right now. Mike Magnan, I put him 6th.
Where did I put him? Where did I put him?
6th.
Six. Bro,
Pala
Magnan
4.
6.
Pala 4, Firms 3. But I think he's top 5. He could be top 5.
You put him 6. Are you stupid?
Brother, he could be top 5, but injuries. Injuries, brother. I've never seen a goalkeeper more injured in my life than Mike Magnan. Never. 7 losses in a row to Inter as well, brother.
But we won. We won last game.
Last game, big tickle, brother. I didn't realize history
And plus,
starts
many
as
of
last
those
game.
losses, Magnan wasn't even
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
At the number 2 spot, boys, it is Liverpool's Alisson.
Okay.
And now that
Oh,
was
no,
a
no,
straight
sorry,
2.
yeah, no, okay.
That was a straight 2.
I
No
thought I
decimal.
heard my number 1 at number 2, but no, it's a number 2.
Bro, who
You got
is
a
your
little,
number
got a little
one?
jump there.
Bro, go.
Yeah, Alisson.
He sprung to action.
It's instincts.
That
Okay,
we all
Alisson
we
do
all
this.
put him at number 2.
Yeah,
So,
and then number
You know
1.
what's crazy? I don't know who number 1.
Bro,
number 1, the average was 1. Okay,
what's
we
the
all put
respect
him
on
first.
his name? Best goalie.
Thibaut Courtois.
Courtois, it's true.
Yeah.
Of course.
That guy.
Man of the match
But
in
he
the
has
Champions League finals.
injuries.
Yeah, you want to bring
mean-
up injuries? Let's bring them up.
Oh, my argument for Magnan was not injuries. He's just not that good in my
Okay, so
personal
you basically
opinion.
don't watch football.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay.
But
Courtois is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Courtois is by far
But
the
with
best goalie in the
injuries-
world.
Yeah, but really his injuries have been far and few.
Listen,
Yeah,
take off-
he tore his ACL or broke
Alisson's
fibula?
back in 2
injured.
months.
Alisson's injured right now
Yeah, but then
too.
he got re-injured again.
Yeah, but
Alisson's
before
injured
that,
right now too.
What is he injured with?
No, he's back.
He just got injured.
No,
but
he just got back.
last year he got injured also. So Alisson injuries, they need to be
Courtois
taken
got
into
injured
account also.
multiple times last season.
All right, boys, the next position up is right wing. But before we get into it, we just want to announce that we have officially launched our Discord channel for our starting 11 members on Patreon. Where alongside the 6 channels that we have up, we're planning on including Discord members in future YouTube videos. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Boys, let's head to right wing. The first player that we will mention in 3rd place is Phil Foden.
Third.
Third, and it was a clear 3rd. Clear 3rd.
Come on.
Brother, you put him 3rd.
No, but I think that's I thought that was crazy.
What was crazy?
Where did you want to put him?
I thought this guy would put him.
Me?
5th?
I thought
Like what?
this brother would put him higher.
Did I put him 3?
Higher.
Higher?
Making the cut.
Well, boys, back to Foden. Varvar, you had him at 3rd, Pala at 4th, Firms at 3rd, and I had him at 4th as well. So some alternating action.
Damn,
happening
4th.
there.
Who's better than
I
him?
don't even know.
You don't even.
I don't know why I put above him.
His average was 3.5, but it's very, very clear because, listen, fourth place was a 4.75. It was Saka.
Oh my
He
God,
was
this
what,
debate.
sixth on my list?
Brother, you had him 6, Pala at 3, Firms at 5. I had him at 5 as well.
That's
Top five.
Fair.
Top five, I think,
That's
is
fair.
respectable.
He's
I
a
think
top
it's fair.
5 right winger in the world.
Yes.
But now, when you're comparing him with Foden, who has had player of the season for Prem,
Where's Foden been this season?
Foden has been on the bench, but
He's been injured.
injured.
Oh no.
But is that
Exactly.
really?
And what's
you-
Saka been doing this season? 6 assists in 6 games.
What did Saka do last season?
A serious season.
Uga.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know his
not
GA, but-
serious enough to win Premier League Player of the Season, but yeah, you
Yes.
could say.
I
it's
think we're
serious.
forgetting who Foden really is.
Yeah,
Foden, I think, in that third spot is very, very fair. But at the number 2 spot, off by 0.5
From 3 or from 1?
from 1 is Lamine Yamal. He had an average of 1.75.
so here, let me take a guess, okay? 3? No, 2?
The lowest was 2, brother.
So him 2, 2, 2, 1. That's how it went. I know that's how it went.
That's exactly how it went.
Listen, for the first time in my history, I've put Lamine Yamal in his proper position.
How could you
You're
not
about
rate
6
him?
months behind, brother.
No,
6
because-
months behind.
Because I'm conservative with my opinions, and it takes a while for me to solidify, rate a player, and Lamine Yamal is officially there.
When a 16-year-old player just starts playing insane for a couple of, it's 2 seasons now, right?
Well, no,
Okay,
it
no,
started
first season.
January.
First
Jan,
season, not
Feb,
even a season yet.
I would say.
The Euros, huh?
Cole Palmer harassment, Lamine Yamal Riz.
Well, when
No,
you do it
it's
at
the same-
17
it's
years
the
old,
same thing.
On the biggest
but the
stage
age
in the
doesn't
world at
matter.
the Euros.
The last year, like it or not, I'd say Cole Palmer has been better than Lamine Yamal.
No,
Yeah,
no,
problem.
no, no.
Whatever floats your
No.
brother.
Varver,
Lamine Yamal has been insane. Lamine Yamal has been insane.
Leave the sport before the
Lamine
sport.
Yamal-
And the fact that he's 17 probably says he's going to be even better than Cole Palmer at his age. But the last calendar year, Cole Palmer has had a more focal role and a better season.
One plays for Barca and one plays for Chelsea.
Number 1, boys. Another Liverpool Don. It is Mohamed Salah at 1.25 average.
The resume's too stacked.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
You can't say he's not the best.
And every time we start having questions about Mohamed Salah, well, firms can, but every time we start having debates about him, like being not the best, he just proves that
He's
the best.
always been the best.
I think at the beginning of the season, a lot of people had him.
He's always been the best right winger.
Ain't that the same guy that put him number
No,
2?
but
Number
it's
two,
up to
numero
preference.
dos.
I think the bias creeped in a little bit, but these guys are, to me, they're very interchangeable. Because if Salah keeps up the pace that he's been having this season, he could have a Salah season.
Bro, he's an
But Salah's been doing it for
Salah's an
years.
all-time Premier League winger.
I understand, but if we're doing right
Lamine
now,
Yamal's 17.
who's better? Exactly.
Yeah, but then you look at the resume of Salah.
But we're doing right now or the resume?
Salah's
You could do both,
right
brother.
now.
Well, I'm doing right now.
I'm doing right now.
Right now.
I'm
So
doing
right now, if Yamal continues the pace he's at,
That's
he's
a
gonna hit
regular
Salah
Salah
numbers.
season.
Yeah,
Who?
that's a regular
That's a
Salah.
regular Salah season.
Okay.
Yamal has not had
But he's
anything
gonna match
that Salah.
Salah's numbers, so it's very interchangeable, is what I'm saying.
But one's been doing it for 10 years. One, it's the first year.
But are we doing right now or 10 years?
Yeah, but because they're
Let's
close
say
on
they're
that bar,
equal.
we have to go to something else.
I mean, I'm just saying right now they're very interchangeable.
Next up, we are going to the center back position. At the number 3 spot, boys, I regret to say it. It is Saliba.
Why do you
At
regret
the number
that?
3 spot,
Because,
Let me
Come
guess.
on.
Pala put him 1.
That you cannot be putting him 1.
You can't.
yup.
Put him 1.
bro, who is above him?
Brother,
We'll talk about them.
better
Who's
than him.
above him?
We'll talk about.
Who's above him?
Bastoni's better than him, but whatever.
Bastoni?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
when
stop
we're-
the
when we're,
stupidity
when
here.
we're
But
focusing here, let's figure it out.
Yeah, no problem. But
by the way, no Serie A bias involved in this video at all.
I'll say bias. Bastoni's the okay. Whatever. I'll digress.
Millie, what
Who is number 4? Who is number 4?
Number 4 right now is Romero, average of 5.
Good. And who is 5?
And you okay? Well, first of all, I think Romero would have been in that top 3 if a certain box-to-box Pala didn't put him 8th out of 10.
What are you doing?
Romero 8 out of 10 in the world. Apparently,
World Cup winner, Bala.
crazy work.
No. This is for real. Did he put Gabriel higher?
Oh, brother, you don't want to know.
Higher.
You don't want to know. Have you ever heard of a Gabriel in the top 5 conversations, brother? In the top 5 conversations.
What are we doing here? We own a football podcast, brothers.
This is corruption. This not be allowed.
They don't hear you, Baba. You don't got a mic.
They're just gonna see him.
Listen,
That's crazy work.
I was typing away.
Nah, that's crazy.
You were typing away.
Gabriel that better than Romero? I don't know.
Oh, 100%.
No.
This season,
Every single
this season
other
been better.
person other than Arsenal fans right now are hitting their stride.
Gabriel's been insane.
And Romero
I think we
hasn't.
might have lost subs on that one. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
Millie,
Unsub, can't take this channel serious. There's too much bias.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Sorry, the other box members are losing subs because of me.
I'm curious though, Millie. Where'd you put Bastoni?
A 3.
No, but it's only up at 4.
What are some
Bastoni's
egregious ones looking at that list that you think are like
this is
absolutely
my list.
egregious?
Okay, well, unfortunately, Araujo took a little bit of a beating because Varvar put him dead last on the
We're
list.
putting
10th.
You put that
13th.
last.
I put 19th.
13th,
But we're taking injuries into account, no?
Bro.
What
put him
do you
dead
mean?
last.
So Luke Shaw injuries, but Araujo who
never-
has missed
Varvar-
this has
Hey,
missed
hey, I've never
has
seen-
missed the same amount of games than Luke Shaw in the last year.
I have never seen Luke Shaw play a single game of football.
Yeah.
I've seen Araujo play for
They've
Uruguay.
missed the same amount of games in the last 4 years.
Bro, when I said this
You
morning,
Barca cuck! I looked it up. I said, okay, they're not going to include
Barca,
Luke Shaw
stop
because
yelling.
of injuries.
That's how you spend your free time, huh?
They're not gonna include Luke Shaw because of injuries. Let me go look up Araujo's injury history. Araujo after this, Luke Shaw comes back in a week or two. Araujo after this injury will have missed more games than Luke Shaw in the last 4 years.
Let me tell you something. Maybe we're doing a top 10 of best players. So Luke Shaw is not in that conversation,
Yeah,
but
sure.
Araujo is.
Sure,
That's-
for sure.
that's the
Luke
simple
Shaw is the
result.
top 3 left back in the world healthy. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I'm sure
can
many of you will
speak
agree.
to the wall, turn to the left, bro.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's gonna speak to the people. You have to speak
Luke
to the
Shaw,
wall.
top 3. Okay.
Regardless, this morning I texted Varvar when Varvar was crying about Luke Shaw not being in the left back category, and I said, bro, please don't let that bias sneak into other
didn't.
positions. Knowing Araujo was not gonna.
He said we're
knowing
taking
you were gonna put
injuries
Araujo
into
last.
account.
There's the saltiness.
So we're taking injuries into account.
Bro, you
Araujo
want some-
cannot be respected.
You want some fries with that salt, bro? Melly, who's number 2?
That's crazy. We didn't even get to the top 2 yet. Goodness gracious. Number 2, though, it is a clear number 2. We all had him in that second position. It is Virgil van Dijk, which, listen, boys, makes sense.
Interchangeable with 1 in my
I'm
opinion.
just waiting.
I don't think so.
Very, very similar to Salah. It's almost like Virgil
Yes.
van Dijk had the Salah career at center back.
What's crazy
Very
is
true.
that how many Liverpool players are on this list. It's pretty.
World-class team.
Yeah, but if you did this survey 4 months ago, brother,
Yeah, no
not
one-
many Liverpool players would be on this list.
I think Van Dijk would be top 5.
Sheer
Like maybe
stupidity of number 1. Let's hear the sheer stupidity of number 1.
the number
Rolls-Royce.
1 at a 1.75, so it was very, very close. Antonio Rudiger.
Yeah.
Real Madrid.
Three
Don,
ones and
best
probably
centre-back.
1-3, no?
4.
Four.
is great.
Bro,
Insanity.
Wait, hold up.
Rudiger is not even close to the Van Dijks of the world, bro.
Listen,
They're not.
So Van
They're
Dijk
not.
for you is first?
No.
No.
He has Saliba first, Van Dijk second, Araujo third, Rudiger fourth.
That's a little wild.
Healthy Araujo? Is healthy
Healthy
Araujo?
Araujo,
not
I
there?
agree. I had to bump him down because of the injuries.
We are now back in the middle of the pitch. It is the central midfielder position. Some of the best players in the world on this list. But at number 3, which I'm going to be honest, I cannot believe, it is Declan Rice at a 3.5.
Wait, before we go no, who's 4 and 5?
4, very clear, which unfortunately was bogged down by one particular number, Barella.
Should have been number 3.
Barella is at a
Declan Rice.
4.75.
Declan Rice is clearly better
Declan
than
Rice.
Barella.
No.
I wouldn't say clearly, but it's
not
it's
be-
what's,
right now-
what's the difference in numbers between them?
Okay, well, I'll tell you first of all, Barella, Varver, you gave him a 4. Pala gave him a 9. Me and
Come
Firms,
on, bro, come
me and
on.
Firms gave him a 3.
Okay, that like
That
I
shouldn't
think
be allowed.
I think 4 is the sweet spot for him.
Why are we being so
personally.
biased?
But
bro?
It's
Declan
not
Rice,
biased,
what
I'm
was
a
the
Milan
spread for
fan.
Declan
The
Rice?
spread for Declan Rice, Varvar gave him a 3. Pala a 2. Firms a 5. Millie a 4. Average
around
of
there, in my opinion.
3.5. That's it's pretty.
Bro, midfield is a difficult rating
It
because
is- it is
just
very-
name some of the guys for context for the people actually they might be seeing.
Listen.
But just name some of the guys from like the 6,
Yeah,
5,
I'll tell you
7
right now.
role.
I'll tell you right now. Camavinga is at a 5.75.
Barella's clear of Camavinga right
Yes.
now.
I
Right
agree.
now he's clear,
He is.
bro.
Chouameni, which is pretty even, honestly,
Barella
at
better.
a 6. Number 2 is Real Madrid's
Valverde.
Federico Valverde.
Yeah.
At an average of 2.25.
So 2, 3. Okay.
He's putting the math together.
Oh, because he knows who I have 1 and he knows who I have 2. So
And do I just rip the band-aid off
Yeah,
at number
number
1?
one.
yeah.
With an average of 1, we all put him in that first place. It is Rodri.
Yeah.
Which
know
is
ball.
Varvar could have very easily put him maybe 5th or 6th, lower that rating a little bit because of that injury, but I mean, it's very
There's a
unfortunate that he got
difference.
hurt.
Sorry, there's a difference between one injury.
broken
that's-
record, bro.
no, but
Not
there's
about
a
it.
difference
No, there
is a
between
difference. There is a difference.
one injury that is a torn, his whole leg's torn, than Pedri, Luke Shaw, let's say Reece James,
brother,
Araujo, where
it's
it's
about the
continuous
ability.
injury, about 20
It's
games
the-
missed, 20 games missed, 20
It's
games
about the
missed.
ability. This brother is in Ballon d'Or conversations. You gotta put him first.
But
Like, there's no
everyone
other
put him
debate.
first. There's no contesting
Whether he
that.
breaks his head or his leg, he's first.
Yeah.
I think Rodri, the resume speaks for himself. The play speaks for himself. The boys that have made it outside the top 10, just barely made it out of the top 10. Kobe Mainu at a 12.25, not in that top 10 position. Gundogan at, oh my goodness, at 12.
It's a little low.
McAllister at 15. Bruno Guimaraes at 17.75.
What were some crazy ones in there?
Like singular person's opinion.
egregious?
Yeah.
Like that were very different to the group.
Enzo Fernandez,
Pala, Brandy didn't put him what?
6th.
This brother's been shit since the World Cup. Not
Bar-
a single good performance
Bar-
since the World Cup, my brother.
Barbar gave him a 17. Firms of 14. Firms of 14.
Bruno Guimaraes
I gave him a
is
16.
harassment.
You gave him 16?
I gave him
Yes.
16. I read him, but at Chelsea, brother,
No,
please.
listen. We'll
No,
not.
the
we'll
17th
stop
best
the yelling.
midfielder in the world. I'm never gonna stop the yelling. We got Bird over here where it's not gonna stop the yelling. 17.
Bruno
bro?
Guimaraes can't cover a single man in counters, but is a good passer.
Don't
Harassment.
act like you know tactical.
Enzo Fernandez is Riz. Bruno Guimaraes, Enzo Fernandez is basically the same exact player.
Bro, Enzo's been having good games this season. I don't know which
Bruno
Chelsea you're
Guimaraes has
watching.
actually proven more in the Premier League, to
Who's
be
talking
honest.
about
No,
Bruno
yeah.
Guimaraes, bro?
Because you probably put him like 20th.
Would I put Bruno Guimaraes?
You put him 16th.
Exactly. You see, Enzo Fernandez, Bruno Guimaraes is treacherous twins.
I put him 20th. I put him dead last. Yeah, and he ain't part of this group.
I can't-
And listen, I know Varva said not to bring up the injury players because he explained why he puts them at
I
last
kept
place.
my logic consistent.
Yes. Pedri would have been top 5, I think.
As he should.
I would have
least
put
he would've
been top
Pedri. I
player.
would have put Pedri above someone like Camavinga, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fully
So-
healthy, but he's not fully healthy, so I
At
have
least
to put him.
you're consistently stupid.
Unfortunately, that average puts him at the 10th spot, boys. Center mid was very contentious.
Enzo Fernandez 6th.
That's kind of crazy.
Now let's head back to that front three. It is left wing. In that third spot, we have another Liverpool Don. It is Luis Diaz.
What?
What do you mean?
Luis
Number
Diaz,
3?
average of 3.5.
That means you're the only one that didn't put him 3.
No, but before this,
kinda
you
crazy.
said that there was a tie for second place, so Luis Diaz is actually 4th place.
He would technically be 4th, yes.
Okay, so who's 3rd?
fourth is-
So who's the tie for 2nd, so we can see who's 3rd?
The tie is Cavaradonna and Rafa Leao. That is the tie at 3.25.
It's a
Unfortunately,
conversation to be
Varvar
had.
does not rate Cavaradonna. He put him at the lowest
Forget
at 6.
Put Kvara at 6?
Yes.
A little low, brother.
What?
I think he's a
And
top
you
3
rate
left
Napoli?
winger. He's a top 3 left winger.
on the
Bro,
podcast
Napoli,
yesterday
you
you
could
said
be,
Napoli.
Napoli could be good, and Cavada could be just good.
That just shows you don't watch Napoli.
I don't know,
Bro,
brother.
even in Napoli's down year after the Scudetto win, he was
Bro,
still their best player.
Kvara,
Yes.
Kvara is the
but
main
he
reason
plays
why.
in Serie A.
It's
Put him
not
at
about Serie A,
Manchester
bro.
City, and it's Jack Grealish.
He destroyed Liverpool. You keep forgetting it.
Jack Grealish destroyed Liverpool also when he was at Aston Villa.
Jack Grealish is like a
Bro,
7th.
Jack Grealish at Aston Villa is very comparable to Cavada.
God.
Let's keep it
Cavada
a
is so
buck.
much
Jack
better.
Grealish isn't even ranked on this.
I'm surprised.
Regardless, Kvara has been insane this season. Like that's the key to Napoli's success. One of the main reasons is Kvara. And last season, like Millie said, in a bad season, Kvara was still good. The Kvara Leao debate, I think it's gonna continue going on.
It's going to continue going on. I mean, Cavara led Napoli to a Scudetto just as much as Leao did for Milan.
Yep.
I think
Okay,
it's a
well,
good conversation to
I
have.
say put Cavada 3, personally.
He should be. I think he's better than Luis Diaz,
No.
in my opinion.
He is better than Luis Diaz.
I put Luis Diaz 2nd, so
That's crazy.
Where did you put Kvara 6, bro? Your left
Six.
wing opinion?
Then we were pretty. Kvara, Pala put him at 2. Firms at 3. I put him at 2 as well.
Who, Cavara?
Yeah.
Well, Leao
So you
3.
put Cavara over Leao.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, that's crazy.
I don't think it's
I
that
thought I was gonna be
crazy.
the only one.
That's a little
Cavada's-
reactionary.
Cavada's been
Why?
a bit more consistent for Napoli.
Why reactionary?
Consistent. I mean, he has the same stats as Leao.
But he's scoring a goal a game.
Okay.
Leao, unfortunately, the last couple
Leao's
games.
assisting
I'm not saying
assist a
Leao's a
game.
bad player. I think Leao, on his day, he's at that 2 spot.
Yeah,
he
that's
could
true.
be at that 1
That's-
spot
that's
if
true.
if he's having a game. But right now, if I had to
well, no,
be
he's not at that
confident,
one spot, but yeah, sure.
if I had to be confident about who is going to score in the next game, Cavada or Leao, Right now, I have to pick Cavada.
That's
It's
so you're
really not crazy.
saying big game. You're picking Cavada over Leao.
I am.
Right now, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I am.
I
Right
think
now, yeah.
Leao's a significantly better player.
The
personally.
disrespect this
He
guy's
could
been
be.
getting these past months is
I don't
crazy.
think it's disrespect, bro. It's warranted.
Why is
It's
it warranted?
Because last year he did not play like the best player.
The
in the
last-
league.
last year
this
he had
is-
30 G.
Okay,
Remember
This
what
is,
him to do?
this is
Remember
not
what I
a this
said?
is not a
Three other players
Leao
that don't
Cavada
fit.
video.
Oh my
It's
God.
a top 3 video. So
I want to say
Right.
something though, because I got shat on by multiple different people for saying Cole Palmer is better than Leao.
But Cole Palmer has been
Including you.
Bro,
Including
you can't deny Cole Palmer has been better than Leao right now. You could obviously say it.
Okay, but
but
I said
Leao as a
this.
player is better than Cole Palmer any day of the week. If you need that guy to show up, it's Leao. But Cole Palmer has been doing it for
No one
Chelsea,
agreed
so
with me when I
respect
said
him.
it, so don't hop on the ship now, boys.
Bro, the
Don't
ship
hop on
is
the
gonna
ship.
turn very quickly once Leao
okay,
finds
so
form.
next, who's number 1? Obviously, it's the GOAT.
I mean, at number 1,
Vinny
it is
Jr.
the Ballon d'Or frontrunner. It is
The
Vinicius
Ballon d'Or
Jr.
winner.
Yeah.
Put some respect on
Not
his
The
official
worst
yet?
Ballon d'Or
Not
winner in
official yet.
history. He's gonna have a medal. They're gonna give him a special Ballon
Nedved,
d'Or.
by the way. Nedved.
Bro, Pavel Nedved beat Thierry Henry to that.
Lazio.
Nedved. And he cheated to get that one
didn't
too. That's
cheat. He
crazy.
didn't
You watch one YouTube video, and now he's an expert.
Crazy.
Allegations.
One YouTube video, and he goes crazy.
But Vinicius Jr.
Can't really say much about him.
Excellent player.
This is a generation-defining player. This is a player that
Okay, whoa.
Doesn't
calm
define it for
down,
Brazil, though.
brother.
Doesn't-
Calm down.
True.
You need. There's both sides, brother.
Haaland
Club
doesn't
and
define it for
international.
Norway either. But whatever, if you want to. Go
I mean,
down.
Okay, we're talking
there's
about
one team that has 5 World Cups and a large history, and Norway has a population of like.
they have a golden
3 million.
generation, no?
You know that?
Nusa.
Shout out Nusa.
Shout out Nusa.
Yeah, Nusa, bro. Nusa, Odegaard, and
Millie, what
Millie,
club's
who does
Nusa
Nusa
at?
play for?
Oh, I forgot.
I thought you were keeping up with this golden generation.
I'm always keeping up with the golden generation. Unfortunately, it's made of tinfoil. That golden generation.
Bruges.
Bruges. But he got
Club
transferred
Brugge.
to
Or
Leipzig.
maybe Brugge.
Yeah, that's
Club
why.
Brugge.
He got transferred to Leipzig, Millie.
Yeah. How much?
What a bag.
Oh, exactly. So you don't watch either. Anyways, back to Vinny, Ballon d'Or winner. Maybe we'll see. It's not official yet, but he deserves that number 1 spot.
And it's a 1. It should just be a 1, right?
Average is a 1.
You didn't start that good
mean-
this season, though.
Leao started amazing, though, right?
They have the same stats. That's all I'm saying.
Our top 3s are almost complete. The next position is right back in that 3rd spot at an average of 4. It is Jules Koundé. He
4?
is. He's
Tell
in
them where
that
I
3rd
put him.
spot. The Varvar put Koundé at 8.
That's
Wow,
so
so-
stupid. That's so
So
stupid.
we have to work hard to get him to the.
We worked
my God,
hard
thank God
getting
we
him in that.
worked.
Who
in
put
that-
him 2?
Say it, don't spray it, brother.
You?
I mean, brother, I'm one of those brothers.
A little high.
Bro,
I really don't think, brother, you put him
the
at 4.
2 is top 2.
Yeah, I think it's 4-3 situation.
There's top 2.
Where do you mean Firms put him?
Firms put him at 4. Pala put him at 2.
I put him at 2.
Put him at 2.
Oh, no, it makes
list.
sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
I mean, for
not a lot
France.
of competition.
Recount the ballots. There were
Yeah.
some mail-in ballots here.
Listen, but
Listen, right back.
stop the steal.
Right back is a very uncontested position. There's
I-
a number 1
And a
there's-
2. And then there's everyone else.
I mean,
Yeah,
the Euros,
obviously.
he had a very, very good Euros for
Yeah.
France.
Well, no, he's
Not
been
gonna
very
lie.
Even
good.
for Barcelona,
Bro,
one of
he's
the best
Barcelona
players.
Too, he's been very, very good
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I think he deserves that top 3 spot, maybe. Top 5 if you want to
I saw this guy get cooked by too many wingers to say that he's a top 3 right now.
In the
season-
past year, he hasn't.
Barber versus Rayo Vallecano. It looks good.
There's 2 players that were close at 4.5, all right? The first one was Ben White.
Clear
the
of
second
No,
one,
you can't say
Clear of Koundé.
the second
It's close,
one,
but you can't say that
at
yet.
4.5, Joshua Kimmich.
That's
Bro,
a little low.
respect Kimmich.
That's
Did I put
freaking
Kimmich
low.
Bro, that's
Brother.
that's respectable.
That's respectable, brother. You put him at 7.
Yeah,
That's
better than Koundé.
Crazy, bro.
You put him at 7.
He is not better than.
I
he
mean,
is better than
one
Koundé.
spot over Koundé
You
is
put
really
Kimmich
not
at
saying miles.
7?
I put him at 7. What,
Bro,
what the-
that's so.
Bro, but how are you
bro.
putting Koundé 8
Because
and
look,
Kimmich
look
7?
at,
Who do you have fifth and sixth?
My logic is consistent for left back and right back. I like physically imposing players.
So Koundé.
Players I put above Kimmich. Koundé's not physically
Where did he
imposing.
put-
That's
where
all
did
he's
he
good at.
put, where
no,
did he
he's
put
not. He's
Frimpong?
slow as shit.
Frimpong, you put him at 6.
He's a
Koundé
physical.
is slow as shit.
What does
Frimpong at
slow be?
6?
Yes.
Oh, but you like strong, physical
No.
fullback.
No, because apparently it's
I-
pace. He's saying
I-
physical
Oh,
is
now
pace.
it's pace. Now it's pace.
Apparently-
Physical does include pace.
Bro, you have
Physical
no bar.
is-
You have
is-
no bar.
Where's Dallo?
Nobody cares.
I don't think you want to know, bro. Actually, listen. Because of your vote, first of all, he's in that top 10 position. He's in that top 10.
That's insane. People have not watched Dallo in years, I guess,
Okay.
since that Milan stint.
Yeah,
I think everybody's watched
So
Milan.
Varvar,
You
you
guys
put,
are. This is why there's so much Serie A bias that they cling on to this idea that because because Dallo was shit at Milan, that
No.
he's just a shit player.
No.
Or what about
I'm not
he's
even
just not
thinking
better than
about, I
Koundé
don't
or
even
Kimmich?
remember him in a Milan kit. All right, but I did put him 9th. I say he's a top 10 player. Pala put him at 10. Firms put him at 12. You put him at 4.
Firms put him at 12. Nice.
Bro, there's better right backs in the world.
Koundé better.
I wouldn't-
Koundé better than Dallo.
He put him at 4.
Koundé's so much better than Dallo. Are we
Yeah,
serious?
for sure.
Bro.
Who's,
Is this-
who's
is
number
this the
two?
new
Who's
agenda?
number 2?
The number
believe
2
that.
spot at 2.5. So it was pretty much clear it was Dani Carvajal.
How not having this guy in the top 2 is absolutely insanity.
Because the number one option offers you a little bit more.
No, he
And
said top 2.
I'm
Top 2.
saying
Who
the
didn't
top
put him
two.
in the top 2?
someone did.
Pala and I put him in that 3rd spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
But brother, it's a clear 2.
You put 2.
No, I put 3. You put 2 and Varvar put 2.
No, but
Who did you put 2?
Yeah, who did
Oh,
you
in
put?
my 2nd spot, I put Koundé.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
absolutely
Oh.
insanity.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
All right.
Man of the
They
match in the
give the
CL,
offer
man of
more.
the match in the CL final.
And in the Euros.
Insane Euros.
Yeah.
But Koundé's better. Yeah.
All right, no problem. Anyways, that's just my opinion. But he is that clear number 2 spot. And at the number 1 position, it is a clear number 1 on the nose. It is Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Who drafted him in our overrated draft last season?
Not me.
Must have been me. But I've since retracted my statement.
He said it.
Okay.
You've said it before.
I just wanted to point it out.
If
It's just
politicians are able to retract their statements, I'm able
don't.
to retract my statement also.
They can't. Unless they're... Never mind.
Robert to politics, here we go.
Varvar would
to
be... Varvar would be,
Vote to vote.
Varvar would be an interesting politician. Poll to poll.
Vote to poll.
But at the number 1 spot, Trent, it's very, very clear. He is the best right back in the world. And he...
Multiples for Millie.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Poll to poll, it could be interpreted in a different way.
Trent.
That's Millie's OnlyFans.
Nah. I mean, apparently there was one guy that asked for Firm's OnlyFans too.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see that.
And nobody wants to see.
Well,
Never
someone
know that.
asked for a Q&A on Patreon, Millie. Does
Don't say it. Don't
does
say it.
clap?
Don't say it.
Does it?
Some really fruity people. Some
Does
very
it?
like.
Yes or no
No,
question?
you gotta recreate the video of the guy that makes it like...
Yeah.
Like he's singing while it's clapping.
Nothing of the sort will be recreated
On the
Box
Discord.
to
On the
Box.
Discord.
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 On the
no.
Patreon Discord.
No, definitely not on the Discord, boys. Do we
On
go-
video chat. You have to be in the chat to do it.
I want this video to end. I want this video to end.
Okay, we'll let you off. Trent's by far number 1. And it's honestly kind of reminds me of David Beckham. I can't cap.
Okay, Millie, what's the next category?
Okay.
Now let's head over to the final position, and it is none other than striker, boys, at the number 3 spot. And this was a very clear 3.
Vlahovic.
Breaking news, it's not.
It's not Vlahovic?
Breaking news.
Bro, sky's blue, bro. Of course it's not
What is
Vlahovic. It is Harry Kane.
All right.
Fair.
Right?
All right.
Fair because there's 2 other players that might be actually I find this top 3 is all equal. in
Yeah,
my
this
opinion. Very
striker top 3
interchangeable.
is
Oh,
really...
it's Harry
the top
Kane and
three
then
and
whether
everyone
you want
else.
Haaland or Mbappe. Let's be real here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, there was no differentiation in the voting from all of us
No
for this
way.
top 3.
We've never agreed.
This-
We've never
this-
all 4
Wow.
of us agreed.
This is
on
We
history.
have agreed on something on Box to Box, boys.
No, over a topic like this, that's crazy too.
I know.
Very, very crazy. But at that number 2 spot,
I don't even know what it is. I'm worried.
it's Kylian Mbappe.
Okay.
And then Haaland number 1.
Haaland is at that
Wow.
number 1 spot, boys. I think that's the closest we ever agreed on something.
This
ever.
is not to say that Mbappe is a worse player than Haaland, though. This
No.
is just saying, as a striker, Haaland
Is
is
that not
better.
exactly what it's saying?
No, as a striker, Haaland is
Oh.
better than Mbappe.
No.
But Mbappe as a player, for me, is better than Haaland.
I don't know. I think Mbappe has fallen off a bit. I don't want to
Reactionary.
say
That is
no.
very
He's not
reactionary.
reactionary. Even watching it at the Euros last year for PSG, he doesn't.
He had a
doesn't-
mass. He couldn't see the brother.
He doesn't do it like he used to anymore.
Brother, PSG, it was probably his, I would argue, not necessarily his worst season, but it was an off season for him. And he was
Yes.
still getting over.
He got like 30 goals.
Yeah, he scored an
but
insane amount.
you're still ahead of Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Of course.
But you're not. Erling Haaland is dominating teams week in, week out.
Right now, yes.
It's just a matter of being optimized as a striker. That's all it is.
And there were some finishing issues at the Euros. I don't know.
I watched it in person, bro. Brother, it was not.
Some crazy shouts here, boys, but that 1, 2, and 3 spot, we were bang on. I think this is a successful video.
Couple
If
crazy
you want to
shouts.
call it, if you want to call it successful.
Couple crazy shouts there.
Crazy
like Vlahovic
takes.
single digits is kind of crazy.
I mean, listen, is there a couple moments in this episode where some black and white shots might be used for an intro?
A couple of podcast intros.
Couple
in this.
podcast intros might be used from this video.
You already know.
And as always, we want to thank our Patreon members who support us week in, week out. We love doing what we do because of you.
And like Varvar mentioned, make sure to vote for us for Best in Social and Best in Video in the Football Content Awards. Hey, we might even be there in person collecting the award if we win it.
Vamos.